Welcome to Remake It, the series where I take you on my venture to retexture Minecraft. Alright everybody, today's episode is all about trees and we're starting with oak today. Now the reason why this is partly already done is because I tried to stream and then my internet crumbed out. I might do that again in the future, hopefully it doesn't crumb out again and I can actually make some of the textures live and have feedback from you, but the time I did it with this, it died pretty soon after I tried doing this. But anyways, this texture I don't end up being that happy with. It ends up looking kind of cartoony in game, and I think it looks very out of place with the rest of the textures that I've made. Right, birch. So if you were paying attention for the like half a second that you could probably see it since this is going really fast. During the oak, I made these like weird hole thingies and then I was like, that would look cool for birch. So I decided to just use that layer because I did it on a separate layer as the starting point for birch. And then I kind of just get rid of all of it because I couldn't get it to look right really. In the end, I think it looks okay, but it's definitely not how I wanted it to be. And I think birch is just unusually white. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe I just made my texture too white, but like it almost looks like ghost wood. Alright, it's time to spruce up this video with a terrible pun. Anyways, for spruce wood, I decided to stray away a little bit. In the end, it looks a lot different than the other two, and I'm not sure if I like it more. I don't know. But my main thing I wanted to steer away from was having it look like oak, because it, in a sense, this is just dark oak, but like slightly lighter in Minecraft. If you look at the textures, they're very similar to each other, so I really wanted to avoid this looking like dark oak. And at one point I think this kind of turns into me making planks, and then I just try really hard to steer away from that because I'm not trying to make planks, I'm trying to make the bark of the tree, and I think I got it in the end. Acacia time. The tree with the most unusual sounding name. So Minecraft has this very gray, so I tried to stick with that, but if you look at this in real life, it's like just a typical brown tree. I think it really depends on the season, because if you look at these trees, some of them are grayer, but that's usually when their leaves are all dried out and it's like super hot. But this is the savanna tree, so I guess it makes sense that they would want it to look gray and kind of look like it's dying, because that's how the leaves also look in Minecraft. But these trees can also look like super lush in real life, so I don't know. I tried to imitate the grayness of Minecraft, and I think I got it. Alright, it's time for the wood that I literally forgot was a thing in the game. I went ahead and made all the other textures before this, and I was like, yay, I got all the overworld ones done, and then I remembered about an hour later that I had to do jungle wood. For some reason, this just slipped my mind. In the end, I think it looks okay. I think I needed to add a little bit more green too, but I was really struggling to that. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about it. Alright, on to the nether. So here we have Chrisman. I just said that's so weird. And I think this was probably the hardest out of all of them to make because I didn't know what to do. I think it would make more sense if Minecraft would just have like the typical block texture for this and then have like a vine texture overlaid on top of it, but they don't. It's just one texture, which means it's super weird. In the end, I think this ends up looking like some weird like vein type thing. I don't know. I was trying to go for something that didn't exactly look like wood because it is in the nether, and I wanted it to look a little different than normal. And this is what I ended up with. So, yeah. Alright, now onto the other nether wood, which is the warped stem tree. Did you know they're called stems? Like this, the nether stuff isn't actually technically wood, it's stems, which I think is kind of weird, but that's what it's called. So I made this a lot more blue, like how the planks actually are in Minecraft, rather than this weird purple that it has on it. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. This is basically just like a blue version of what I made for the crimson one. I didn't really know what else to do. I was pretty lost with the nether stuff, to be honest. But in the end, I think I made something that looked relatively okay. What's up, everybody? We're in game now, and as you can see behind me, here's the gold that I made in the last video because I forgot to show it in game. This is what it looks like. But today's video isn't about that, so we're just going to move right on past this, and as you can see, we have this nice little forest pathway I have constructed to show you all the trees. So here we got our oak, and this is what I was talking about. It looks kind of cartoony. I think these like light brown lines are kind of too light, so it looks very odd. Here's dark oak. It's literally just dark oak. That's why I didn't really show a time lapse of it, because it would have been really quick. And I think this actually looks better than this. Like it matches better, but it still looks kind of cartoony. So these two I might redo relatively soon. Here we have spruce and spruce. I like it, but it also looks kind of jank right here, where it kind of looks like it's rotted like in the middle of it. And of course it decides to rain when I'm recording this. Great. Okay, you know what? I did type that right? Yeah, okay, I'm not... Okay, so here we got birch, which I think looks pretty weird. And I still stand by my ghostwood statement. I didn't redo any of the leaves, in case you're wondering. They're all default, because I wanted to get this video out, and it was already taking me long enough. Here we have acacia, which I think looks pretty simple and nice. I think I made it a little bit more gray than default Minecraft, but I'm okay with it for the most part. Here we have our jungle wood, which I really like the jungle wood. It's very simple and clean. Moving on, we have our nether stuff, which as you can see, I kind of forgot this stuff is animated in game, but you can see what I meant by veins. It looks even more like veins because it's like moving. Now, I think it looks pretty cool and interesting. Here we have the blue variety, which looks even weirder with it moving. And over here I have these log piles so we can look at all the ends, which are basically the same. They're just all retextures. I think this one looks very weird, the birch. I think I made it a little too white, but you know, it's as good as I could do it in the short amount of time I gave myself, because I fought with some of the woods for way too long. And in case you're wondering, I did not do any of the stripped versions. So the stripped version looks weird in comparison because it's just 8x8. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing me try and remake all of Minecraft's logs, more so than trees, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.